Hey you guys, welcome to Tableau and the Science of Fundraising. This is episode 6. We're going to be talking about a favorite topic of Razor's Edge users, working with split gifts and analyzing them. My mission is to make your fundraising data useful. I generally work in Razor's Edge, but most of my concepts work for any CRM or platform. I generally also do demos in Tableau, but on occasion, like this video, we'll show a solution that might work in Excel, Google Sheets, or maybe even something else. Okay, so on to split gifts. This is everyone's love-hate relationship with Razor's Edge. Some people probably hate working with split gifts more than others, and probably with good reason. So here is the issue with Razor's Edge and split gifts. Somebody makes a gift and they want a portion of their gift to go to one fund and a portion to go to a different fund. Or maybe a portion of one gift is in response to a certain appeal and another portion is for a different appeal. Or maybe a portion of a gift is for one particular campaign and another portion is for a different campaign. So that is why the split gift function exists. Some people prefer just to make them separate gifts entirely. That's what my institution did. Thanks to my colleague Amanda Watt for making sure I understood that there's multiple components to a split gift: the fund ID, the appeal ID, and the campaign ID. So what does it look like working with them? If you're going to do an export, you would have to do something like specify the number of funds that you're going to have represented in your export, and you have to have a same number then for your campaigns and for your appeals. So in this case, I have 4 sections of columns: 1, 2, 3, 4 for fund IDs. I have a split gift 16798. It goes to 4 different IDs, and in this case, I need 4 different campaigns represented and 4 different appeals represented, and then so forth and so on with other gifts. This is a mess. This is not optimal working with data in this format. What you have to do instead is work with it at a different level, which is the query export. So in the query export, you're going to specify in your output something like gift ID, gift date, gift amount, gift type, fund ID, fund split amount, campaign ID, campaign split amount, appeal ID, and appeal split amount. Okay, this is going to come out in a much more logically coherent format. The problem is, historically, when trying to analyze split gifts, there is a piece missing that is necessary for analysis. And it's a piece that exists inside of Razor's Edge. Unfortunately, there's not an easy way to get that piece of data out of Razor's Edge. I'm talking about the split gift ID, not the gift ID, the split gift ID. This is a unique ID for each particular portion that makes up the split gift. Now, technically, you can get this by using the administrator import function, and instead of using it as the import part, you would use it as an export part. That gets kind of involved, and there is another solution that achieves pretty much the same thing, and that's using what information you're given within your query export to make a unique ID for each segment, each portion of your split gift. So to start, we're going to use a process called concatenation, and I'm going to make a field, a column, called split gift unique ID. And it's going to look like this using the concatenate function. And you simply put in what cells you're going to reference to build your concatenation. You're going to take one column worth of information and you're going to put in another column and another column and another column to create this unified unique ID. Okay, so we'll go with cell A2. We'll add in the fund ID, which is cell E2. We'll add in the campaign ID, which is cell G2, and we'll add in the appeal ID, which is cell I2. And then this is what our unique ID is going to look like for this particular gift. And if I drag it all the way down, you will now see that even though these have the same gift ID, 16799, 16799, 16799, 16799, each of them has a somewhat slightly different unique ID for the split gift portion. And this is pretty much optimal now. Now you can analyze it on a multiple levels. You can analyze based on the split gift. You can analyze based on the gift in its entirety. Another thing we can do in Excel as part of our quick analysis is to make clear, so we have a bunch of gifts in our download. Some of them are split gifts, some of them are not split gifts. We can already see this one is only, this ID is represented only once. And a way that we can make clear whether in this data set we are talking about split gifts or non-split gifts is to create a conditional test. And that's going to look something like this. If the gift amount equals the fund split amount, you can choose any of them actually, the fund split amount, the campaign split amount, or the appeal split amount. They all will be equal for the split amounts. But if the gift amount equals the fund split amount, then we will say not split, else split. And the first one got it correct. Let's drag this through the rest of the column. And this is exactly correct. All of these are indeed split gift for each ID. 16799 and the next three, those are split. 18300, these are both split. 3906, these are both split. 398, there's only one. It's not split because the gift amount equals the fund split amount. From here, you could do something pretty simple like select your cells that are in use and then format them as a table. And from here, you can use the built-in tools in Excel to do your data analysis. So if you want to do just to see which ones are not split or which ones are split, you can do that pretty easily. It's all set up exactly how you would want it to do analysis on two different levels. So what does this look like on Tableau? Let's head over there. Let's start with the same data set. We have fields for appeal ID, campaign ID, fund ID, gift date, gift ID, gift type, appeal split amount, campaign split amount, fund split amount, and gift amount. I could change some of these dimensions up top to be strings instead of integers or computational numbers. Sometimes that works against you. We'll manage it one way or another, but everything else looks good. So let's go ahead and try to build it pretty much the way we had it over here. Okay, so let's go on with gift ID, gift date. We had gift amount, gift type, and fund ID. Gift type, gift amount. This needs to be converted to discrete. Fund ID, and then let's get the fund split amount and the also convert to discrete. And now let's get the campaign ID and the campaign split amount, also convert to discrete. And lastly, the appeal ID and the appeal split amount, also convert to discrete. And this looks something like what we have in the other Excel example here. I do have my fields that we created in Excel that now we will build the version of these in Tableau. Also relatively simple. Go to create calculated field. Let's call this split gift unique ID. And we're going to start with the gift ID. We will add in the fund ID. We will add in the campaign ID and the appeal ID. And it says it does not like this, can't add integer and string values. Some of these are strings as referenced by the ABC in front, the ABC icon in front, and some of these are integers as referenced by the number icon up front. What we can do is go ahead and invoke the string function and make it so the fields we are referencing are inside the function with parens, and the calculation is valid. So we turned the gift ID and the fund ID, which they're coded all as numbers, so Tableau is going to think you meant them to be integers. In this case, we really wanted them to be strings, but for this purpose, we were able to fix it. So let's grab this and let's put it at the end. And that looks about right. I'm going to change this just a little bit though, and instead of putting it at the end, I'm going to put it at the beginning. So now I have a gift ID field, a split gift ID field, and a gift ID field. And you can see, for example, for gift ID 18300, I have two unique IDs for that. For gift ID, I have 16799. I have 4 unique split gift IDs, and so forth and so on. Okay, now I want to make a check. I want to make a conditional check. There's a couple of different ways we can do this. Probably the recommended way most people default to in Tableau is to create a comparison, and this is simply gift amount equals fund split amount. Again, we can use the fund split amount or the appeal split amount or the campaign split amount. They all will be the same thing for each unique row that we have, for each unique split gift ID. Okay, so what this is going to return is a true or false value indicated by the TF icon. And if I put this at the end, actually I'm going to put it right after the split gift. False, 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 all the way down to true for my very last one. We know gift ID 398 is in fact true. It is not split. False means it is split. However, that seems kind of vague. What does true mean? What does false mean? We can change this a little bit to make it more readable, and we can put if gift amount equals fund split amount, then it is not split, else split, end. And what this does is say pretty much the same thing, just using different language. If the gift amount equals the fund split amount, then it's not split. This is one thing. The unique gift ID, the row for the unique gift ID tells us that it is one segment. There's just one gift in there and one segment of a gift in there, and everything else is split if it doesn't meet that condition. Now I'm going to hit apply, and you can see my values changed. For most of these, it correctly identifies them as split. For the very last one, gift ID 398, that is indeed not a split gift. So this is pretty much the same thing that we did in Excel. What I like about Tableau, again, is how quickly you can move it into a different kind of visualization. So what we can do is create a new tab, and I can grab not split or split. I've got two values, and I want to put a count of the gift ID, a count distinct of the gift ID, and it tells me we have 3 gifts that are split and 1 that is not split. I can change this to be a bar chart. I can change it to be a stacked bar. Almost never do I recommend making it into a pie chart. Pie charts have limited uses, and you can simply go on with the rest of your analysis using some of the other videos or other videos I recommend elsewhere in my channel. And this is pretty much perfect for doing analysis. You can do analysis on 2 levels, gift ID or the split gift unique ID level, and this is perfect. Okay, if you have any suggestions, let me know. Put them in my blog, put them in the YouTube channel, and thank you for your time. I will talk with you later.